I would definitely have to say that one of the big concerns for Star Wars Episode 9 by a lot of fans around the world is the fact that this movie is going to bring in a total of 8 new characters into this story. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. Now, we do know that J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio are not only bringing us a return of some of our favorite legacy characters like Luke, Leia, and Lando, as well as the sequel trilogy characters that we are already familiar with, but also introducing 8 new characters into this story might be a bit much for some people out there. Now, looking at everything here, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film when it comes to some of the set leaks, the set designs, the concept art and storyboard descriptions, etc. Now, when it comes to some of the different set designs that some of the actors and actresses will be working on, starting off with Adam Driver, he is all set and ready to film a scene in December with combating extras dressed as stormtroopers with his lightsaber prop piece. The set design is described as a massive control room that has a lot of unique designs for Kylo Ren to take cover. The sequence is described as having a similarity to Rogue One's Vader slaughter scene. However, it is unaware who Kylo is combating and killing stormtroopers as to why he's doing that. Both John Boyega and Oscar Isaac are also ready to film a small but important scene with Kelly Marie Tran as Rose in an alleyway of a city with downpouring rain. Many rain machines will be used for the sequence and green screens as well, and the puppeteer of BB-8 will be a part of the sequence. It's described as our heroes seeking somebody of importance, which could be the long-rumored Rada the Hutt, to provide resources. Dominic Monaghan actually shot a scene with Naomi Ackie inside of a temple-like structure with a ton of horses with CGI markers on their head. Now it's said that Monaghan and Ackie are leaders on a new world coming into Star Wars Episode 9, and that they will help Poe, Finn, and Chewbacca, and are described as, of course, providers and supporters. And lastly, Daisy is said to shoot a scene with Mark Hamill. While Daisy sits on a large boulder, the boulder is said to have a type of machinery that will push the set piece off the ground to mimic it levitating. Mark Hamill will be watching over her from behind, and this is said to be a training sequence of some kind. I think that the one that really intrigues me the most has all to do with Adam Driver going up against extras dressed as stormtroopers using his lightsaber prop piece. Now, I believe that this honestly ties into what we went over a couple of days ago, involving Kylo Ren actually engaging in a fight sequence between himself and General Hux, where General Hux commands stormtroopers against him. I believe that that sequence connects to this one here that Adam Driver will be filming in December of 2018, just next month. Now, what do I think is going on here? Why would he actually be fighting stormtroopers? Well, like I said, I think it connects to General Hux actually commanding them against Kylo Ren. The other sequence that really does open my eyes a lot has all to do with some of the new characters coming into play here. This is, of course, portrayed by both Dominic Monaghan and Naomi Ackie. Now, both Monaghan and Ackie apparently are going to be leaders on this new world coming into play here for Episode 9 as a new planet. Now, they will be interacting with both Poe and Finn, Oscar Isaac and John Boyega, of course, as well as Chewbacca. Now, the horses, we actually saw leaked photographs of them, I believe it was during the very end of the summer. That connects to those leaked photographs, absolutely. Now, looking at everything else, the other thing that I really do want to go over is this sequence that involves both Poe, Finn, and Rose walking through an alleyway in the downpouring rain. But they're seeking somebody of importance, so both Poe, Finn, and Rose do have a mission in Episode 9 where they're seeking somebody. Now, I believe that that connects to the big rumor, I believe it was back in July, that Rada the Hutt, which is Jabba the Hutt's son, would have a part in Episode 9. And lastly, I want to go over Daisy Ridley's sequence with Mark Hamill, the one that I am really interested in. Now, we've been hearing about this lightly before, I would say last month or so, where Daisy Ridley will be shooting a scene by herself with Mark Hamill by her side, where she's actually going to be on top of this boulder, and this type of machinery is going to lift it up, kind of emulating that she's levitating it, giving us a call back to The Empire Strikes Back between both Luke and Yoda. Now, is this another training scene? It seems as so. If it's not, it could just be another lesson by Luke to Rey to reach out with her feelings with the Force. And to me, Luke's training was basically just teaching her why the Jedi need to end. It wasn't legitimate training. So we could actually be getting this in Episode 9, and JJ could very well be giving us a new type of training that we have never seen before, where a Force ghost is actually training a person in the mortal world on the big screen. Something that we have never seen before at all in any Star Wars movie to date. Anyways, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. And if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.
From night to morning.